Welcome to all. Now we are going to see the problems of n jobs 2 machines using Johnson's algorithm. In this problem, number of jobs may be anything, and if there are 2 machines and the processing time of each jobs with the machines are known, we can find a schedule or sequence that will minimize the total max span time. That means the total time to complete all the jobs can be found out using this Johnson's algorithm. For an example, let us consider a small problem consists of 6 jobs with 2 machines, and then the processing time of each jobs in different machines are given. So in order to solve this problem using Johnson's algorithm, let us find a sequence of the jobs to be processed using this Johnson's algorithm by drawing a 6 box. See, in this box we are going to fill up the number of jobs in a proper manner so that it will give a proper sequence. Now this side is M1 and this side is M2. So as per the Johnson's algorithm, we have to identify the processing time which is very minimum and then the corresponding job. In this processing time, 1 happens to be the minimum processing time which is associated with the job 4, and again this 1 is associated with the machine M2. So we have decided to process the job 4 at last since it is associated with M2. So the job 4 is associated with or we are going to process at last. Now after allotting this 4, we can strike off this job 4. No longer we are not going to consider this job. Among the remaining processing time, we are identifying the minimum processing time as 2, which is associated with the second job, and then it is corresponding to M1. So since it is corresponding to M1, we are deciding the second job has to be processed at first. Since this one is associated with the M1, then we can strike off this. Among all other processing time, what is the minimum processing time? That means here 5, 4, 8, 9 and 12, 11 and 13 and 14. So 4 is going to be the minimum processing time which is associated with the job 1 and corresponding to M2. So we are going to process this job 1 just before the job 4. So 1 is filling up before your 4. Now we can just strike off this. Among all other 3 jobs, the minimum processing time happens to be 8. Now this 8 is associated with machine M1. So the 5th job we have to do it after the second job. Now we can strike off this 5 also. Then among these 2 jobs, the minimum processing time is 11. That is corresponding to 6th job and M2 machine. So the job 6 has to be processed just before 1. Now we can strike off this. Only 1 box is left over. Only 1 job is here. So we have to process anyway this 3rd job after 3. So this is the Johnson's algorithm. This Johnson's algorithm gives this is the sequence that will minimize the total elapsed time. That means minimizing total elapsed time or max span time. So here, in order to find the max span time and schedule of this sequence, now we are going to fill it up the jobs here in this sequence 2, 5, 3, 6, 1 and 4. And then we can make the table column like this. This is M1 and this is M2 and this is idle time. This one is M1 in time, this is M1 out time. And similarly M2 in and out. The idle time of machine M1, idle time of machine M2. Now for the second job, let us assume the job is initially started at the time 0. So the second job has got the processing time of 2 in the machine M1. So this will be loaded and then it will be coming out after 2 hours. Then if the processing is over in M1, then it will be entering into M2. So it can enter to the machine M2 at the 2 hours, and then there it is going to be processed for 3 hours. So 2 plus 3 is 5. At 5 hours it will be coming out from the machine 2. Now when you just see the idle time of this, M1 is not having any idle time, since after the second job immediately we can load with the fifth job. So after the second job, for the fifth job the loading time will be 2, and then fifth job the processing time is 8. So at 10 hours it will be coming out. Since M1 is continuously engaged, there is no idle time for M1, whereas the idle time of M2 is 2 hours. Since the job is processed in machine M1, this machine M2 is idle. So this idle time of M2 is 2. Now, even though the job fifth is coming out after 10 hours, the machine 2 completes its task by 5 hours and it is waiting for the next job to take up. So at 10 hours only it can take up the next job, even though it is free by 5 hours. So here we have to compare these two values and then put the maximum value here. That means at 10 hours only it can enter into the machine M2. So the fifth job has got the processing time of 9. So 10 plus 9, at 19 hours it will be coming out. So the idle time of the machine M1 is 0. The idle time of machine M2 is after 5th hour till 5 hours it is being idle. So this is the idle time of job 2 on machine M2. So here this is the third job we are taking up after 10 hours. The third job the processing time is 30. So at 23 hours it will be coming out from the machine M1. But M2 is free after 19 hours. So even though it is free after 19 hours, 23 hours only it can take up the third job. Now for the third job, the processing time is 14. So it will be coming out from this time 23. Plus 14, 37 hours, and then the idle time of machine M1 is 0, and then the idle time of machine M2 is 4. Since after 19 hours till 4 hours the machine M2 is idle. Now the sixth job is entering into the machine 23, and then the sixth job has got the processing time of 12 hours. So it will be coming out is 35 hours from machine M1, and then it can enter only at 37 hours, because at 37 hours only the machine M2 is free. So the sixth job has got 11 hours in machine M2. So 37 plus 11, it is 48 hours. The idle time of machine M1 is 0. Idle time of machine M2, that is 37 minus 37, is also 0. Now the first job enters into the machine 35. So in the first job has got the processing time of 5. It comes out from the machine M1 at 40 hours, and then at 48 hours only it can enter into machine M2. At M2 it has got the 4 hours of processing time, so it will be 52 hours it will be coming out. Now the fourth job enters into the machine at 40 hours. Fourth job has got the processing time of 10, so it will be coming out from machine M1 at 50 hours, and then it can enter into the machine M2 at 52 hours only. Now since it has got the processing time of 1, here it will be coming out at 53 hours. So this one is called the minimum max span time. Here the idle time is also 0 here and 0 here. Since the machine M2 is after 53 hours, it is 0 idle time, since all the jobs are over. Whereas the machine M1 is free after this 50 hours till 3 hours. So 3 hours is the idle time for the machine M1. So the minimum total elapsed time is 53, that is the max span time. That this minimized max span time is 53. then idle time of machine M1 is totally 3. The idle time of machine M2 is totally 2 plus 5 plus 4 is 11. So this is the idle time of all the machines, and this is minimized max span time. This sequence 2, 5, 3, 6, 1, 4 will give you the minimized max span time using your Johnson's algorithm. Of course, this problem can be solved for any number of jobs with 2 machines. Now in this example problem, we have solved only 6 jobs with 2 machines problem. Thank you for watching.